2 seconds, and we are now live.
Shh. Yeah, every Monday's a new podcast. That's why I'm getting on the podcast. And everybody see where the mob's at. Man, to see me on the Monday on that podcast. And every day I come around, that's where the mob's at. And everybody hungry, so where's the jobs at? And seeing me and Dangosteen on the podcast. Damn, I'm getting on the podcast. It's only real G's, that's where the mob's at. We're all hungry, where's our jobs at? I'm robots taking over like the mob's back. I'm getting kinda serious. Wherever I go, I spit the mic hilarious. I feel like Eddie Murphy in Delirious. I spit the microphone, yeah, I got my series. I said it's Jack and Nori. I'm in the game, yeah, got my new story. No pen, no pad, no paper. And now people, yeah, you can't ignore me. I'm all over the city, all over the scene, all over the road, all over your dreams. And if you get what I mean, 'cause I see you, yeah, and you see me, yo, it's dengue. I spit the microphone, everybody shouting dengue. Wherever I go, I get my flow going dengue. Which way you wanna say the word, it comes out different, yeah, with the adverb. And hold tight, I embrace my boy called Verbs. Rebel was a big heart, that song was first. Yeah, and I'm freestyling all my verses. Wherever I go, sometimes I might be nervous. But I'm living on the surface. Yeah, we're all born with a purpose. Raise it up, I'm in the game, yeah, 'cause you know I made it up. Get the weed and I'm blazing. Wherever I go, I sound entertaining. I'm in the game, but I'm never complaining. I knock on the door, now open it, no waiting. Shh. Back on the Monday podcast. Damn. We're all hungry, so where's our jobs at? Levels? I spit the microphone up at the bass and got the treble. I'm talking to the angel, I ain't messing with the... Yo, you see I spit the microphone, I got another level, I'm just holding it down. I'm in the city, man, yeah, I got my new crown. Wherever I go, see my face around town. It's me and Dangosteen, where I come true, yeah, with the Dangle G's. Dangy this, coming with my gangster walk. I spit it with my gangster talk. Now she looking like the gangster broad. I'm in the game, I don't wanna start no gangster war. I said I'm spreading my love, good vibes, and that's how the gangsters war. 2024, the levels have changed. Shabadangy.
BKK1.
Boom, boom. He's on the move.
BKK1.
Wherever you are around the world, thanks a lot for joining us down here in Paddy Calls, Paddy of Thailand. And as per normal, we have got a little bit. Can you pass me up a little bit of paper for me? Just there. I just want to let these guys know.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Of course, we got a lot of things happening over the next 7 days, actually. Of course, in the studio, as per normal, bringing us in with some nice licks. Of course, my man, Danny Wee. How are you, sir?
I'm okay, Mr. Dangosteen. Shabadangy as always.
Yep,
Happy Monday, fun day.
Fun day is
our
our
always
Monday.
good to be back on the podcast.
Always nice to have you. Right, let's just start. Let's just get rid of the elephant in the room at the moment, okay? Because I'm sure that you've seen it, and like everybody else seen it, the Jake Paul and Tyson fight.
Oh gosh.
Oh no, sorry. Hang on. Let me rephrase that. The Jake Paul and Tyson dance. Sorry.
You mean the fake Paul and
That's the
Tyson?
one. That's the one. Yeah.
Don't know what it was.
That's the one.
The
pillow fight, as they say.
If I'm honest with you, it was not really nice to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we all had the idea of what it would turn out to be, but we all had the idea of what it couldn't be. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, you got to give it to Tyson for getting in there at his age. Fair play to the guy. But a lot of people was going off his aura from what it was before. And Yeah, it wasn't nice to see. It wasn't nice to see. But like I said, it put me off a boxing that night. But guess what? We live to fight another day, and we will be someone to take on Jake Paul.
Sure.
And he will get his beating soon. But listen, you should have left Mike alone. You should have left him alone.
Should have done it. And of course, Mike, of course, at the end of the day, wanted to get in for one more time, and he had a good excuse for getting in there.
Well, he got a good excuse for paper.
He has, a few weeks before that, of course, he nearly died. He lost 28 pounds in weight. He had to travel fast and do fast to get back in the shape. But also, of course, one of the things that he did do it for, which we didn't know at the time, is he did it for his kids who weren't talking to him at the time, but are now talking to him now.
Yeah, so
there's a good thing
there's
there.
always some goodness what's come out of it. I mean, don't get me wrong, shout out to Tyson, shout out to Jake Paul, but it was a bit of a mockery of the sport. I mean, can you remember when Holyfield fought not long ago? He fought Vitor Belfort, and that was a beat down. That was not nice for him. And then was it Roy Jones? I mean, if you watched the Roy Jones and Tyson fight, it wasn't really fireworks then. So I mean,
Tyson punched 19 punches in the whole of 8 rounds. He used to do that in the first minute.
Well, that's what I mean. And then there'll be a knockout as well. So it's like...
Well, he did want to knock him out. Tyson did want to knock him out. He was biting his glove so many times, which, as you know and I know, is anger.
Well, you mean he bites his gum shield?
No, he bites his glove.
Ah.
That's when he's just about to leash it.
Well, it's like you see your body, right? It's like sometimes when you start maturing, it's like my uncle always said to me, it's like you can still be able to move with your brain, but your body not move how you want it to move. So the mechanics don't move as well as your thoughts do. So it's like Tyson does want to take him out, but yeah, Jake. Don't get me wrong, Jake is getting a better boxer, but like there's many people out there who are don't even get paid a payday like he does, and they would literally take him clean out.
He hasn't really fought anybody yet, has he?
Wireman would smash his head to pieces.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
He hasn't fought anybody really yet.
Well, the people who has fought, I think it's most been staged. I mean,
absolutely.
Tyron Woodley, he was an absolute killer, savage. He actually beat one of my friends before when he was in the cage race scene. But then apart from that, it's like, you always say the boxer the same as an MMA striker, you never know. But these people are savages, and you think they'd run through Jake Paul, but they didn't. So in my eyes, I think these people took a kneel just for the paper check.
Sure.
Obviously to get his name up where it is, because there's something behind all this.
Money.
Yeah, of course, money.
But
they won't be putting. Why are they building Jake Paul to build him up to be this?
Well, Jake Paul has got a good marketing team behind him. He's very good at marketing himself. I mean, stepping in the ring, Tyson had $8 million in the bank. Jake Paul's got $80 million in the bank and $100 million at his disposal. I mean, this guy knows how to do social media.
Well, they're making him bigger than Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I think he's making himself bigger than Michael Jackson with help. But the thing that you've got to remember is one thing I spoke about the other day on the show, and that is, be it a good or bad, whatever you think of what happened, he's brought boxing to the front.
Yeah, he's brought boxing to a new set of eyes, because like I said, it was the YouTubers and stuff and things like that. So you got more people on the eyes of that, which is good. You're bringing more sports. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's Jake Paul. I mean, I'm surprised they haven't called him Fake Paul yet, but it's not fake though. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's doing his thing, but not with people like Tyson and stuff.
He's got no pedigree. The only pedigree he's got is playing Mario Kart or something. You know what I mean? It's not a boxing career.
He looked absolutely huge though, didn't he? He weighed like 227 pounds, huge. So. Yeah, man, it's one of them ones where, wow, history's been created again, and let's on to the next one.
Absolutely. It's yesterday's news now, so today's chip paper.
And on that note, I just want to change a few things.
Go.
It's all about, changing the game with also different avenues, different genres, different cultures. As you know, Tyson and Jake Paul, completely different generations. I'd also like to give a shout out to a guy I've been working with recently. He's actually an Indian guy called GK. He's new on the scene. And his flow is very different to most people do here, especially on the Punjabi scene. But it's got like a little fan base going on, a little following, and it's learning to adapt to some stuff with myself. So we've been working on a few things. We've done like a mini mixtape, and it's actually just won an award for the first newcomer in Indian awards for the song called Fame.
Let's get him in here.
Well, I'm about to play now, but obviously before I even bring him in here and say, listen, man, welcome to my house, I'm going to say, play your song first.
Play some.
So people can hear it and then get to know who he is. So on that note, give a shout out to GK.
GK.
Jalu.
Hello.
And this one's called Fame, because it's a big one.
Good.
shout, just speak.
In the house, baby. GK. Here we are. Let's go.
मैं करदा नहीं क्लेम तू करी ना मैनू ब्लेम तेरे नाल खड़ी जे चक लई तू फील करेगा शेम दे चक्कर च तू पालदा फिरदा फेम तेरू फेम लैन नहीं देना तेरी पा देनी मैं गेम तेरी पा देनी मैं गेम तेरी पा देनी मैं गेम तेरू फेम लैन नहीं देना तेरी पा देनी मैं गेम तू करी ना मैनू ब्लेम तू करी ना मैनू ब्लेम तैनू याद नहीं आउंदे जेड़े तेरे मेरे तेरे प्रेम Rinda fame, दिसदा रिंदा फेम तेनू याद नहीं आउंदे जेड़े तेरे मेरे तेरे प्रेम तेरी पा देनी मैं गेम 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 तू लैन नहीं देना फेम तेनू लैन नहीं देना फेम तेरी पा देनी मैं गेम तेरी पा देनी मैं गेम लऊंगा नेम कहूंगा शेम ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ blame ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਮੈਨੂੰ time to change ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਗਏ ਮੇਰੇ ਸੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੀ ਯਾਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਆ ਧੋਖੇ ਦੇ ਚਿਹਰੇ ਬੜੇ ਸੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਤੇਰੇ ਬੜੇ ਸੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਖਰੇ ਆ ਨਾਲ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੜੇ ਆ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਨੇਰੇ ਬੜੇ ਆ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਗੇਰੇ ਬੜੇ ਆ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਡੇਰੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਵੇਖੀ ਮੈਂ ਬੜੇ ਆ ਚਿਹਰੇ ਆ ਬੜੇ ਆ ਫੇਕ ਇਹ ਬੰਦੇ ਬੜੇ ਆ ਸਨੇਕ ਇਹ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆ ਫੇਕ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਲੈਣੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਨੇਮ ਮੈਂ ਲੈਣੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਨੇਮ ਫਿਰ ਇਹ ਫੀਲ ਕਰਨਗੇ ਸ਼ੇਮ ਇਹ ਫੀਲ ਕਰਨਗੇ ਸ਼ੇਮ ਮੈਂ ਲੈਣੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਨੇਮ ਮੈਂ ਲੈਣੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਨੇਮ
Just when you think the party's over,
There's nothing stopping this one, man.
we're just getting started.
Love that one, of course, and that's a nice beat. I love it, like it, love it.
Shout out GK on the track called Fame.
Fame, love
man,
it.
It's a big one. There's a lot of things happening recently. I mean, obviously, a lot of people know that, I'm Danny Weed, Dengue Nation. So it's all about getting myself out there and just keep grinding and keep pushing forward. Because, one day or later, we are going to get to the top, and we'll say it's happening very soon. So there's been a few events what's happened, as you know, the weekend.
You're getting known, of course, at the weekend. You was up in BKK, with BKK, and you said BKK1 then. You was up in BKK, and, of course, you was on the riverboat, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. I was on the four.
Seasick?
The four. Do you know what? It's a bit of a weird one, that is, because no, I wasn't seasick.
Okay, interesting.
But like, I remember in my time, there's been a few boats that have actually turned back round and jumped off. Them old school days.
Right.
But yeah, this one was the 420 cruise from Bangkok Island, and it was a great turnout. You had a lot of talent on there. There was myself, Clinton, Jam Jackson, Selassie Tai. So these were all bands. These were all people with all different genres of music. It's basically a music event what's broadcasting a lot of people's talents. So it was good, but it was full of weed on there. There was a weed competition, free floors, decks, firework display. It was great. It was really good.
Sounds like fun. But I heard on the grapevine, tell me if this is true, because you know that I've got all my little feelers out there.
Wow,
and I get all these things. I heard you actually got on stage with a bit of a rock band. Is that right?
Yeah, you know what? You do have your feelers out there. That was
Underground secret.
If I'm honest with you, that's probably the best part of the night. Because it was like, do you know, before when I do little songs with Coco and like the style I do, it's like it's not my style altogether. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Mr. Dengelstein, I seem to enjoy them little glitches more. So the rock band was it was very unexpected, but I absolutely killed it. And so it was like, it was good actually, because I had the rock band, then I was playing some grime, then I was playing some bass line and some dubstep, and then it was a mix of all different music, but the vibe was, it's showcasing your skills, but not to 100%, because
It's pushing the boundaries of what you can do.
It's not exceeding the boundaries.
Yeah, it's pushing the boundaries. Let me just ask you this, because I mean,
well, thank you to Clinton on that link up as well.
Clinton, shout out to you as well. Nice on the mic, spitting some lyrics up there, so that was pretty cool. What I've got to say is this. You spit lyrics, yeah, and your mind thinks really quick on when you hear a beat, your mind starts going, and all these words start spinning around, and hopefully they come out in the right order. that is similar to what I do on a radio, if you understand that in that way. I mean, I'm nowhere near what you can do, but I do it in a similar way with when me and you are on or people are on. And I think that in itself, it's all right. It's an earthquake, no? That the
My big foot.
Bigfoot. It's, you know, whatever you think about yourself at the end of the day, it's an art form. And you've got to realize that. You know, I know, Danny, when I talk to you sometimes, you say, you know, I feel this or I feel that and I don't feel good enough for anything. That's just part of the entertainment industry that you're in, the showbiz.
Yeah.
We all get up and we all get down. It's people like myself and other people, you know, and you, I mean, you do a lot for me as well, you know, in the way of you bring me up sometimes.
Respect.
You know, I mean, I phoned you this morning, I pressed the button and you went, whoa, that's weird, man. You know, my finger was just going on the button for you.
Yeah, it's crazy how that happens.
So it's like, you know, it's like do-do-do-do-do.
Twilight Zone. And it's like you say, it's when you say the moods and stuff, I mean, you got to realise, it's not like I'm preparing for these shows or these tracks I'm doing. It's not like I've sat back at home and with a pen and paper and my thoughts have written it down. I mean, you got to realise, I'm not in no rehearsal, so whatever you play, I'm just jumping on that.
Sure.
With my vibe.
But I think that's the best way. I think sometimes, you know, even if you did a night and you recorded it and you threw away 85% of what you'd done that night and go, you know, that's rubbish, it needs to go in the bin. There's always that 10 or 15 or that small percentage that you think, wow, that gives you an idea to do more. You understand me? It's like as I used to mix really good and I'd mix some stuff and it was crap. You know, and I think, well, that don't go together. Well, that goes together. Oh, I could do that with that. And I think that's what you get out of freestyle.
Yeah, and it's also like, it's one of them ones where you could turn up that night or not even at night, but you could turn up on that moment when you spit. I give myself levels. I say 20 levels, okay? So I've never been to level 20.
Right.
Okay? That's what I mean. That's like the highest one I'm getting to. So what I mean is sometimes I might be on level 4. Level 4 might sound good to you or others, but to me it's not what I wanted. It's more like autopilot. So the words are going together, but it's not punchlining. Or
I don't think even, you know, as a DJ or even as a freestyle artist, I never think that we're 100% satisfied.
Yeah.
We can never be 100% satisfied because we will pick faults in ourselves always.
Yeah, and forever learning as well.
And forever learning.
And there's also another skill around the corner. So you always give yourself, room to keep growing. That's why I say level 20 because there's 100 levels, like you say. But I've been on level 14 a few times. That there shocks me.
Right.
Level 14 is like...
And when you say level 14, I mean, you know, what makes you feel that you're on level 14? Is it because the lyrics are just flowing?
It's where the flow, the content, the tone of voice, the style, the fastness, the slowness, the pace, every single part is done to perfection.
So the engine's running nice.
So where I have no idea how I do it. I mean...
So you're into overdrive. Basically,
well, it's not level 20 yet, so
no,
it's definitely getting up to somewhere.
No, but it's good. It's good that you realise that. I mean, and you know, you learn by your mistakes. You know, we all learn by. I mean, when I did mixes and it was shite, I threw it in the bin. I never went back there again. But you do learn by your mistakes, and I think that's what you do. But also throwing yourself in at the deep end, like rapping with freestyling with a rock band or reggae band or a hip hop band or, you know, anybody. I mean, I know you jump in there and have a go with anybody at the end of the day, and you can walk away and think, you know what, that was really cool. I mean, like your Indian friend, that's really new to you. It's a fresh vibe.
It's definitely a fresh vibe,
and I seen the clip. There is a little bit of a connection there in the way of spitting lyrics.
It's weird that you said that because like when I met the guy, I goes, let's see what you got in a way, and it's like there was no slip ups, there was no hiccups. It was like that's what I mean by vibe and energy. When you can, when a guy don't even rapping in English language and I'm actually communicating and he's actually saying some words and I'm rapping back to it, it's like, man, I see I got the mic, yeah, get it better. Yeah. And it's like, that there is what people like to see because no one can tell you about energy because you don't expect it. It's not done for energy, it's just done like a vibe, like
right.
a normal. Like see, I mean, you on the radio and we have a little buzz and stuff like that. It's not like we're jumping up and down, but the energy is very intense and people can read off it. So it's nice when you said that. And like, there's only one thing I do say, and I do say this with utmost respect to everybody as well. In the music game, I mean, if you know yourself, Mr. Engelstein, you've been in it for years. everyone's on the same destination to that goal. Everyone wants to be either famous, rich, or known for their talent. So how I look at it is, I always try and bring people in, no matter what craft they got, whether it's some of what's not even music. Like I was a big someone's name, so like hold tight Simcoe car rentals, things like that. Shout out my granddad and my dad. It's little things like this. So what I'm trying to say is, if you've got your own goal, which is the same goal what everyone else has got, which is trying to be at the top, then the ego needs to stop. And the ego is the main thing what comes.
The ego can kill you.
And I've seemed to come across a lot of egos, because I'm one of them guys where I will give you my last Rolo, so to say. That means if I'm giving you a
Hang on a minute. There's boundaries. Your last Rolo.
It's a figure of speech, Mr.
I know it is,
Dangles.
but you can't give your last Rolo away.
Okay.
I know it's a figure of speech, but giving your last Rolo away, come on.
So would you give me your last Rolo?
No.
Wow. And I won't give you my Mr. Kipling.
I love Rolos. You got no chance.
When was the last time you had a Rolo, by the way?
Yeah, man, I tell you, when you brought
Rolo.
when you brought that Mr. Kipling in, that was it. It was like, whoa.
So,
man.
Sorry,
about that.
as I was saying, it's like a lot of people have noticed recently, like you're getting this little crook where you team up with somebody and get somewhere, and then these little egos come out of nowhere to where the teamwork seems to go away because they're trying to do something on their own behalf,
Right.
Which is like, it's a bit of a selfish thing to do because you're on the same journey, you're going to the same castle. So in my eyes, I think that everyone should just really ease yourself off a little bit.
They don't.
And they will never do that.
They don't. That's
why
the problem.
This is what I was getting to, because that's why the music industry is so FUCK. And that's why
Well, it is fucked
the record
at the end of
labels,
the
the
day.
management, the team, because they know that the team's going to fall out between themselves.
The word you're looking for is leeches.
Leechers.
Leeches.
Well,
That's what they are. They stick to you because they think that they're going to get something out of it, and when they see that they can't get anything out of it, they start to back away quick. I've had it all my life as a DJ. People standing at the side of you and they want to be big and they want to be this and they want to be that. Then when when they get in there and they're not as good or they fail or whatever, and they ask you to teach them, and you go, no, well, I'm really busy with what I'm doing. It's like, well, forget you, then I'll move on to the next person.
How many groups would you said have been together from the start, and are they still together now?
Not many.
Not many.
Not many at
And-
all.
And out of all of the groups, there's maybe one or two that obviously gets his own little solo star and goes on his own merry way.
Yeah. I
then-
mean, I know it's not your thing, but I mean, the Stones are the longest running band in the world. At the end of the day, so I mean, if you're an artist and you do what you do like you do, you have to concentrate on yourself. You have to concentrate on what you do and how you put it across, and the form of what you do, the freestyle, the music, the whole thing. Just stick to what you do, and then it's down to you to wean out the people that are around you and say, yeah, he's with me because he's my friend and he don't want anything from me. He just wants to be with me because who I am, and that's it. And that's easy to spot. Along the way, it's very easy to spot these people along the way, because when you ask them and say, oh, can you do that? Can we get that? Oh, well, I can't do that because I've got to go and wash my hair tonight. All those kind of things. Yeah. You know, don't you? Put in on her voice. but do you like her voice? Do you like it?
It sounds a bit like my one. But it's like,
But you know what I mean?
100%.
You know what
which
I
is
mean.
why I tried to say, like, I brought that little clown face, two-faced tea in before. He messed it all up. And then, like, this time now, it's like, I don't get hurt. I get disappointed because I think if I'm putting energy into you, and I want the same energy back.
Disappointed and let down is what you're looking for.
So that's why I do my music very, very hard and a lot of passion, because it's not a chip on my shoulder. It's to prove a point that I am. Although I would never say I'm the greatest.
The best way you can express yourself is through your music. End of.
Let's run this rhythm.
End of. Telling you now.
Yeah. Cow. Big boy. No pen, no pad, no paper. Listen, let's go. Them people want to move. Like they got something, yeah, to prove. Them people, yeah, better move. Them people is something to prove. Them a drink off the bottle, them people got to move. Them are drinking the bottle, them people got the juice. I'm in full throttle, them people have to move. I'm the drink off the bottle, them people have to do. Them I'ma drink off the bottle, they ain't got G's. I rope on the rhythm, I spit it on the beat. Wherever I go, yeah, I spitting unique. I got the big body, man, me sweating on the street. Man, I coming with the bagger, the big boy sacker. I'm in the game, yeah, man, I come with the bagger. Me coming from the basement, bash my ass sacker. Me coming from the rhythm, I'm spit on. Cause we've got the bottle, them people want to move. We've got the bottle, them people want to choose. I'm in the car going full throttle, them people better move. And they got the full bottle, them people have to move. Say me got me new father, they back up in the game, but me got me new saga. They rap some raps, me not care about the drama. I say me back up on the game with a sequel. Bigger man MC, me not think evil. I say me sweet sour, me not treacle. Me a episode, me not did a sequel. I say the people have to move on the road, cause the man get it drunk, get up off the bottle. Ah woo. Them a drunk off the bottle, them people have to move. And they can't full throttle, them people have to choose. And me coming from the bottle, them people have to move. Yo, I got my boy Simo, I'm in the game, yeah, but I'm on a playing bingo. B-I-N-G, I'm coming like the king, bro. Wherever I go, man, I sing it, I don't sing, bro. I got the microphone 24, yeah, I win, bro. On the 23rd of Saturday, it's Mickey Wildman is going down on Saturday. You know, yeah, we're gonna raise up the champ. I'm in the game, car, you know what, yeah, we've got the bottle. Them people want to move. And we're going full throttle, them people have to choose. Dangosteen and we up off the bottle, them people have to move. BKK radio, we on the bottle, them people have to choose. Said they don't want trouble, they don't want G's. I spit the microphone, yeah, I rep it for my deeds. Wherever I go, yeah, I did it unique. I spit it on the radio and I sound it on the beat. I got the new swagger, wherever I go, man, I coming like Jagger. I got the microphone, man, the biddy, man, the badder. I got the bass line and the ava and the ragger. Cause them people are drunk off the bottle. Ooh. Them people have to move. Them are drunk from the bottle, them people have to choose. On the bottle, them people have to move. And the car full throttle. Levels. No pen. No pad. Shabadengi.
PKK1radio.com.
Sure is. Thanks a lot for that one. Of course, and thank you for all you guys that are online at the moment, just chatting while.
Shout out Tantrum, shout out Javi, shout out Caesar, shout out Clintz, shout out Jack and Nori, shout out Uncle Crew, shout out Mother, shout out Big H, shout out Dangosteen, of course, shout out all my people I've not mentioned, all type Wolfgang, all type all the bars, midnight, you know it is, Shabadenga's time, all type everybody, it's the levels and levels.
Thanks a lot. Okay, right, lovely. Thank you very much. We'll come back to you guys in a minute. Thanks a lot to you guys in Norway at the moment, playing on the TV. In Norway. Can you believe that?
Thank you. I'd like to give a shout out to all my Norway fans and Norway people. I've actually went to visit a family member of mine today. He's from Norway. Was a really nice visit because it's in not a nice place. But guess what? A lot of Norwegian people are, very, 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 very special because
humble.
They're very humble. All type Arctic Savage as well. These are people that's actually put me where I am today as well, along with you, Mr. Dangosteen. So the Norwegian people are definitely one to be parring with. So shout out to Norway.
So here's a bit of news for you, okay? All right. I always like to give you, I'm the bearer of good news all the time. Are you ready for this? Mm-hmm. Okay. Hi, Dave. How are you doing? This is from Samuel Koch, by the way. Simon Koch is K-O-O-K.
The producer.
The movie star. I mean, hello.
Right.
The movie star who's with the producers, the guy that we met. Hi, Dave. How you doing? All right. I want to say hello to you and Danny. I've got a bit of small news for you. The guys down here in Vietnam want you guys to be in the movie. We are now in pre-production at the time. Sent you some pictures of pre-production. They're down there in Vietnam in the jungle at the moment. He sent me this one for you. Said that Danny would appreciate this one.
Wow. Oh, yeah, I love it. Go on, Simon. Bulletproof.
So he sent that one down. So hopefully that's going to come. He says we are finalising or trying to finalise a bit more of the budget. He says, but you guys are definitely in it. And I put underneath, are we the bad guys? And he put in, Yes.
Levels. Well, give a big shout out to the most talented Mr. Simon Cook. I mean, he's the one who done IP Man, innit?
Yeah, IP Man too.
IP Man.
IP Man too.
I mean.
He fights in the elevator.
Yeah, if you notice, I always pull this little face when you give like gifts and good news. So, very, very humble. So,
Good.
yeah, let's take over. I'm definitely ready to do what
Somebody sent us a message. Okay, this is a bit of a joke. Somebody sent us, so I just want to. Sorry, it's got a bit. It says, "How did you meet your husband?" That's the question. It says, and there's two women talking together. How did you meet your husband? She says, I'm a pharmacist. He came in to buy some condoms and he asked me for XXXXXL. After we were married, I realised that he stuttered.
Well.
Thank you very much for that one.
It's stuttering. I hope it wasn't you.
No, sir. I was so small.
Sometimes I need to know if the joke is about you, but you may be talking about.
Why does he call you donkey? He always calls me that.
Did you see a clip? There was a clip that was going viral. A dog the donkey's over that side and the dog's there and he bites electrical fence. Yeah? And the donkey goes, so I'm laughing at that. Like laughing at the dog. It's so class, right? Because the dog like zaps itself and the donkey just comes out with a proper laugh.
You keep kicking that camera, you know that. Everybody, I'm getting messages here saying, is there an earthquake?
It's a dino toe. Dino toe.
Let me just say hello while you're having a quick look at that. Can you find me a track? Can we do Dark Days? Is that all right?
Yeah, we can do. But obviously, on the 23rd, it's actually Mike's fight.
Oh, can we play? Oh, well, let's play that. So, can we do that in a second?
Yeah, of course we can.
Let me just say hello to these people. Let me just put in the code.
Swadikap, konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Ni hao.
Ni hao.
Wagwan.
Wagwan.
Yes, my brother. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hola.
Howdy, bra.
Howdy, bra.
Adios, g'day. I love you. There you go.
I thought we was doing hello.
Sorry.
Wow.
I went off the path then.
It's okay, Dangles. You the man with the master plan. And I'm a BKK1 radio fan.
Della, how you doing? All right. Going to say hello to Lawrence up there in BKK at the moment, of course. Noel, how you doing as well? Luca, Richard as well. Maura, how you doing as well? Thanks a lot. Frank, Peter, Hans, and Niels, thanks a lot for joining in. Mark and Gareth, thanks a lot for joining. Gina, how you doing, my darling? All right. Nice to see you. The Wan, how you doing, the Wan? Trev, over in the UK, thanks a lot. Can we say hello to Richard? Charlie, how you doing? Richard. Right. Boom, yeah, how you doing as well? And, of course, Mad Dog over in the UK. Boom. And also, can I say hello to Danny and Claudia, who are in Germany at the moment, and they play, if you remember, Danny, the old T-Rex. T-Rex. That's you can remember them?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Mark Bolan, T-Rex?
They was old school.
Playing with them.
It was
and Tony Bunker over there in Cyprus. How you doing?
Can you remember the Clash?
Yes, I do. I went to see the Clash.
Yeah, I don't know why when you said T-Rex, Clash came into my brain.
I don't know how you got that connection, Danny.
Yeah, it was very strange.
That is definitely a mashup.
But guess what? We're going back to the times where we know the music. Just want to say one thing. Shout out to everybody tuning in. It's very, very, how can I say, very, very grateful that you're all tuning in every Monday to see what we're talking about. And
Thanks a lot.
I mean, there's some days where I come in here and I'm very like, I'm very appreciative of the spot that I've got here. That's why I'm always here with information and always building the brand, because there's people that would like to be here. So give a shout out to everyone tuning in.
And I want to say to you guys out there, if you want to come in the studio and you want to come in on a Monday, you've only got to get in contact with us on Facebook, okay? And if you want to come in on the show with Danny, you're most welcome to. But if you want to come into the show any day of the week, if we are free, we will get you on the show to talk about anything you want to, because we're always interested in things. I mean, we've got Goldfinger over in the UK. He will be coming on and doing some shows with us from the UK at night time, which is pretty cool. Danny today, of course. Tomorrow we got Wolf tomorrow and the Reggae Guys, which they're coming down here.
Yeah. That's the French.
The French, something in the French girl, isn't it?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, I've got to say, I've got him on here. I'll have a look at him in a minute. Of course, and also Wednesday we have Robbie and Dave Buckley from Fleet Street over in the UK, from the London editor. He's coming on.
Top guys. Give a shout out to all the guys coming on the show.
Mad Mike, of course, Mad Mike.
Mad Mike's house.
Mike is a nutter. He's running around patio at the moment dressed as a frog. So I don't know what's wrong with him.
Yeah, I've seen them frog outfits. It's a great disguise.
The guy's a nutter. He is. He's a proper nutter.
Is that Mike's Madhouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, Levels.
He's a proper nutter, and I love him, and he does a great thing. I mean, there's one thing that got to him, though, and I understand the way it got to him, is Mike did it for a bit of fun. he just ran around in this frog outfit, and basically what happened is the families were walking by and the kids were running up and hugging him, and suddenly it became emotional for him, and that was okay. Then the dads come up and started handing him 20 bahts. Anyway, keep the dough, mate. Keep the dough.
On that note, let's give a big respect out to Mike's Madhouse. What do you call him, a nutter?
He's a nutter, complete nutter.
Listen.
He's well off the beaten track.
This one's for you, then, Mike.
But I love him.
This one's for you, Mike.
Love him.
Because you put me in a little nutter mood as well.
Love him. Let's do it. Let's play some music. Love him, Mike. Keep it up. Love the frog.
You can't tell like the Shire Fegs. And when we come is murderation. All original gangster, man. Here when we tell them no. You hear me coming to imitate. Originate, we come to originate. Alright, mate. Now what you doing, mate? Here when we tell them we come to them. Gears, man, I'm gonna stop that. Watch me tell them, rude boy. Watch this. Bad boys in a London, rude boys in a England, bad boys in a Jamaica, rude boys in a Kingston. Watch out, you never know the gangster, me say them in a jungle. Well, yeah. You never know the article, me say them in a jungle. Well, yeah. You never know shy effects, man, big in a jungle. You never know you can watch it, big in a jungle. When we tell everybody, watch it now, man. Me a the nutter, original man, nutter, original man, nutter, original man, nutter, original. Me a the nutter, me better than the bad boy, cause they are theater. Lock up the jet where you got Skywalker. In a one school, them call me troublemaker. Better than the predator and the troublemaker. Better than the garden and the dandada. So who try a thing? You ain't quite butter. I tell you, say your best man not control the border. The baby, we tell you why me ball. Down in the world, sing like na na no no no. Down in the world, sing like na na no no no. Down in the world, sing like na na no no no. Yeah, no 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 no. Bad boys in a London, rude boys in a England, bad boys in a Jamaica, rude boys in a Kingston. Watch out, you never know the gangster, me say them in a jungle. Well, yeah, you never know the article, me say them in a jungle. Well, yeah, you never know shy effects, man, big in a jungle. Well, yeah, you never know you can watch it round the jungle. Well, me a the nutter, original man.
Did he say I'm a nutter?
That's right. You called Mad Mike that. So we gave him the original nutter.
Nice
UK Apache.
bit of a link there, my friend. Nice bit of a link.
That there is absolute classic. If people know about that track there, that's the first, apart from Incredible General Levering, that's one of the first original jungle tracks before now we have dark drum and bass, jump up, liquid, or Brucey's and stuff. This was the original jungle mania. So from what that's gone from there, that's still a banger. But you can see all the music guys are just elevated because music changes every day. So give a shout out to UK Apache on Original Nutter.
Nice. I like that. I mean, some of it, I remember back in the day when I was DJing in the UK and that when I was going backwards and forwards, I remember all the places where they used to hire out the warehouses and tell them at the last minute that
that's
they're
right.
going to have a rave, and you can pop your uppers and your downers and your smileys and all those things.
Well,
it was a great atmosphere.
Them days there will never come back again.
No, it was great. I mean, I wasn't really into the rave scene, but I went to a few as a DJ and was up in the DJ box. It was great.
Those raves there, they used to be like, maybe 8 to 10 hours long, sometimes longer.
Yeah.
But you'd be dancing from the start to the end, dancing.
Yeah.
And the best raves was when you used to finish and you go home to bed and you could still hear the music in the ear. But I mean, them times there, that's when you had all the culture. So you had the drum and bass, the jungle, so the massive gathering there, and then obviously had a bit of beef situations, a lot of fights. What happened?
Yeah.
And then it moved to the garage. There was a garage bit. It changed from there. Then it went to the bass line. Then it went to the dubstep. Then it went to the funky house. Now it's gone to Ammo Piano. So each following.
What is that? Ammo Piano. What is that? I've not heard that one.
It's that song I done a minute ago. The Drink Half the Bottle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Ammo Piano.
Right.
That's
nice.
the style.
Okay.
And
cool.
what it is, it's like it's it's a bit of a weird one because it's more like Afro funk with a funky house beat.
Yeah,
so
I always got it in my head. I
it's
got it in
boom,
my
boom,
head as
boom.
Jamaican funk in my
yeah,
head.
well, that's the thing. If it's good you said that because I've actually done a set the other day with Afro funk and dancehall,
Right.
and when you play them two beats there, you can hear complete difference in the culture. And I even said to my friend, I said, if there was two rooms, sorry to my Jamaican family, my mother, my mama, my granddad, and everybody, listen. But if there's two rooms of music, Jamaican, dancehall, or Afro funk, I could see me going into the Afro funk room, only because the vibe is more. It's more nicer. The dancing's different. You got a bit more step in it. It's more colourful. Where the dancehall thing, it's why are they boss man and dun. It's a lot of shouting, yeah. Or then you got your conscious stuff, like come with me. Come. So you have to be in a different mood. What's not really like the Afro funk mood. So when you're there to two different styles, it's good. But that Amapiano is Afro funk with funky house.
I like that. I do like it.
It's like you got drum and bass. Drum and bass was dancehall was ragga. It was ragga.
Ragga, I know ragga, yeah.
And then dubstep was basically ragga
Dubstep, I know.
slowed down. So they've already done it with the Jamaican style. And someone made a point to me the other day because the reason why the dancehall was so big before the Afro funk is because in Jamaica they had a lot of studios and there was a lot of music and it was all Bob Marley was over there, so there was a lot of people was taken into the journey over there. Whereas in Africa they didn't have no studios, but they were still making these bangers with the Congo beat drums and stuff. But no one could hear the music. And apparently, the studios over there now are still quite basic, but they're still making these bangers. So
Well, they stick to the basics. They've got raw sound. I mean, I made a track years and years ago that I played around with, which was called "Just Be Dubbed to Me," years ago, which was the version of "Just Be Good to Me," but it was called "Just Be Dubbed to Me."
oh, just be good to me.
Yeah, but I changed it to "Just Be Dubbed to Me."
Okay.
So I played around with that, and I used to play that a lot. but-
You've got some right classic tracks you have. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm surprised why you don't even play some of your own tracks on your playlist. Because don't get me wrong,
yeah, it's your show.
it's one of them ones where that song I played, UK Apache. I think that's like 91 or 92.
Right.
So your beats, yeah.
Sort of that, yeah. That's sort of like, yeah.
You think that your beats are not in the time, but you know what it is? You play it now, and people will still jam to it. Yeah, because I'm telling you right now, you've got a skill set what shouldn't be forgotten about, and should bring it back. I mean, as a DJ at your time there, you was the kingpin of all DJ. You had double decks. You're doing things what DJs were doing now, them times. So, and this is with vinyl and stuff. So you're still a top DJ. You're still like a Hall of Famer, but you just tend to like stick to what you're doing now and happy with that. But I guarantee if you've done a little set, like a reunion set,
I'd do it.
You know,
bit of vinyl, and away we go. The thing is, everybody looked at me weird when I had 4 Technic 1200s.
they would look at you weird because they say you're an alien. Them times there,
They
but
did.
But guess what? Now they're doing it now, and it's like a common thing. So it's like you pull out vinyl now, they look at you like an alien.
Vinyl now. I mean, I spoke to Golfing Road in the UK. He was saying a couple of days ago that now there's the vinyl chart is back in the UK.
On that
vinyl shop opened in Bangkok just now.
There you go.
There we go.
On that 420 cruise, there's a DJ from Poland there. He was a sick DJ. Big up yourself, DJ. What was it? Bobby Stingray. He was a great DJ. And another
Vinyl
one.
player or not?
They're playing the vinyl, man.
Oh.
It was scratching. It was. I was like, yo,
love
man.
that, I love
and
that.
I was so eager to eat up that microphone on his set. But I kept humble. But he was a really good. And I said to him before, I said, man, your music you're playing, he said, what he plays now is more not like music anymore. He said before he was doing like music before. Now he plays like a bit of methodical kind of style.
Right.
So that's the first time he's played that hard kind of beat and scratched the decks
Right.
in years. And I said, how did you feel? And he said he loved it because he's not doing it for a long time.
I don't think. I mean, I could do with a day with 24 hours. I could sort of get because of my arm and that, but I could probably get back into it pretty quick, and I'd probably be mixing within a few hours. But it's just something that I miss. I can't tell you how much I miss it. I miss it tremendously.
The scratching thing.
Yeah, I did all that.
Sorry, Cameron, I'm on the radio right now. I'll speak to you shortly.
Whack, whack, whack.
I'll speak to you soon, buddy. It's one of them ones where the scratching thing, you got like the sound, haven't you? So like a sound, and all you're doing is
Well,
pulling it back.
what we used to do on what I used to do on
I used to scratch a
12
little
inch.
bit, but not like that. But it's by pulling
but
it.
the scratching of your arms doesn't count.
Mr. Dengle's
with the record, I used to put white labels on the
Yeah.
on top of the record, so I knew where it was. Like,
so you know to put, we knew to
so
put
then
the,
I could turn it over and go, you
Yeah.
are, you know, so I could do all that, but I knew where it was.
and you see when it's like that, it's like them people there, oh man,
Another
like,
earthquake.
I'm going to move away from that. It's one of the ones where when you see what people are doing with the scratching there, now they're doing it with the loops and stuff, because it's basically a loop, isn't it? It's a loop.
Well, it's not really a loop, because every time you, it's never the same sound with that, because sometimes you never get it dead on.
Yeah,
So it's
'cause
always just
it's
missing
a
it.
little stretch.
Looping is, it's just like, you get it, Billy. That's like a loop. With scratching, it's more freestyle, but it's all over the place really. But it's freestyle. So I would say, looping if you want to get it tight, you use looping in the studio. Yeah. If you want to get it tight and you want scratching on top, you can use both, which I used to do. Yeah. So it's the thing is, in my day when we were mixing, we got to go. I'm going back to cassette tapes, Dan.
Yeah.
Cassette tapes.
Yeah.
I'm on about cutting the cassette tape,
D60s, D90s.
cutting them with a razor blade and joining them to get you.
Wow.
So if it's like Kiss. We did Kiss.
Yeah, because you used to be able to turn the tape, things like that.
You could, but in the old days, we did, like, for example, Kiss on a tape. So it was Kiss, and so you have to get the is, you take that off and cut, then Kiss again and take the is off, and take the is off, and then take. So
I
then
bet
you
that
end up
took absolutely forever.
2 or 3 hours just to
Yeah.
get kiss.
Wow.
So it's like, that's on a tape, but now I can do it at the press of a button.
Yeah, thanks to.
AI.
But
what do you wanna
another
say?
thing as well, like when he's on about the DJ stuff, if you notice now from the scratching and the loops and stuff, now you've got this. Some of the DJs, they can make some tracks sound serious now, because you can basically. DJ Rob done it before, he smashed it, but it's like you play a song and you could take the lyrics out now.
That's
on,
right.
on the thing.
That's right.
So you could take the lyrics out, then you could drop like the lyrics of another song in,
Correct.
and another break, and so basically
let me just stop.
That's wicked, though.
Let me just stop.
That's cool.
Let me just stop you where you are at the moment. Then you can see where I'm coming from.
Dengue.
So I could get. Let's just say you got a big hit. On the B side, a lot of the times was the instrumental version. So I I never used to play the A side. I used to play the B side, and then I used to get another record and get an a cappella. And on top of that, I used to do the scratching, so I could get the a cappella going with a dance track. Oh, I'm trapped. Da, 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 da. And then underneath that, it would be another track, Billie Jean. And on top of that, it would be bip, bip. So it was all live.
Sick.
So it's the same as what you're saying, but live with vinyl. And I mean, we're talking 1982.
Yeah, that's class. And so when you got them like that, balanced at the same time, all in sync as well. That's what I mean. That's a skill set on its own. I remember before when I told you before when I first started DJing, I had a big L a cappella and put it on top of drum and bass.
Right.
So get it together. So I was never on a scale what you was on. I was like just two decks. But when you got 4, I mean, there's a lot to be doing and keeping in time. But then you do it with so much ease, because you're like, it's a skill. But like I said, Dengles, I think we need to do a reunion. We do.
I'll tell you what. I'll do this for you. How's this for you? Right? If we can find some Technic 1200s and a mixer, right, and the right tracks on vinyl, right, I will lay down a track for you live with scratching, back scratching, serious scratching, up scratching, down scratching, back beat, forward beat, you name it. I'll do it on the decks for you, and you can spit your lyrics over the top.
Well, on that note there, Mr. Dengelstein, I'm going to bring you back on your vibe, because I've actually got one of your tracks that you've actually made a long time ago.
Now you're embarrassing
So
me.
now I'm about to play one of your tracks to give you your memories. A little refresh.
Is this a Dave D mix?
This is called Dave D Hold Up Tick Mix.
That'll do for me. That'll do for me.
Let's go. Shabba-dangle.
Shabba-dangles. Love it.
Just when you think the party's over. Get ready to dance. BKK1 is here.
See you getting in the mix, yeah? Dancing.
We have 8 minutes, sir. 8 minutes and counting. 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes to go. Time flies when you're having fun. Thank you very much for you guys online.
That beat before.
I know.
Yes,
I
I told ya.
You're so, it's one of those things where, you carry on with your life and your family life and everything carries on and you go in your day-to-day routine. And then suddenly you come in here and you play that track and I go, shit, I miss this.
Well, that's your point, Mr. Dengles. You got to remember what your craft was before, and I was a superstar double decks DJ.
I just know this though. I do know if I got on to a set of Technic 1200s and had the right vinyl in my hand, I know that I wouldn't want to leave it. Mm-hmm. And I know a little bit like you that I would probably, after a while, explode.
What, of excitement?
I'll be on level 20.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll be on level 20.
On that note, give a shout out to DJ Corrosive, DJ Rabbit.
Hello.
Give a shout out to all the DJs I do know.
Aye.
And and all the artists doing their thing. Okay?
Nice.
And also give a shout out to my boy Luke, Toby Smith, all my fellow fighters, Tyson, and also Mickey Wildman.
Oh, yeah, he's
Big
fighting on
Boy
Saturday.
Friday
Yeah.
on the 22nd,
Saturday,
23rd.
Saturday,
so,
is it? Saturday?
anyone... Saturday, that's
Yeah,
right.
okay.
Anybody wants any more tickets for that, please DM myself or Mr. Wildman. They are still going. And like I said, this is in Pattaya on home soil, so show up and support. And there's going to be an exclusive, special introduction walkout song by myself.
Good, looking forward to that. Also, don't forget as well, down here tomorrow at 2 p.m. again, live. We go live roughly every day at 2. We've got Japo and the French girl live in the studio with Wolfgang from the Comedy Hall.
Shout out Wolfgang and the Comedy Hall and Rafa and all the people over there.
Good.
Great team.
Lovely. Also got to say a quick hello to a couple of people. Can we have another track before we leave?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to the Bearded Man, of course. And this one's going to the levels of what's going to be doing for Saturday night.
Gotta say hello to Sheridan. All right, how you doing? Nina Carolina, thanks a lot for getting in contact with us. Russ, how you doing as well? And of course, Mr. Johnny, how you doing? Danny, of course, thank you very, very, very much to you guys. Jack Kitchener up there in BKK Yon. Kevin, of course, down there. Dwayne over there in Australia. And Rizza, thank you very much down in the Philippines, who's now got us on. And she's just sent me, I love you. And she's just saying she loves the show. She loves us. She
I love
says,
you too.
She said, I can't say, I don't even know this. You'll have to help me out here. She says, I love the good-looking one.
That's you.
No, I don't think so.
There's nothing.
You're the one in focus. I'm the one out of focus. Right, okay. Let's put it this way.
Thank you very much. I appreciate all the comments and, wank, wank.
Creep. Right, okay. Thanks a lot for you guys. We're going to leave you with a track from myself, Dave D. Of course, it's always good to have you down here, of course, on a Monday with Mr. Danny Wee in the studio and catching up on the week's episodes from Danny.
Shabadengi.
Okay, we're going to play out with Dan.
Yeah, we're going to end with what's about to come on Saturday, so people are familiar with the sound.
Okay, so from us both down here, goodbye.
Bye. See you later.
See you later.
Here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find you, gonna find you, gonna find you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the heavyweight champion of the world has arrived.
amateurs, professionals, the elite. All levels to this
My purpose in life, finally coming in as a light. Music might take me out the streets at night. Yeah, yeah, I am who I'm meant to be. Hold it down for my teens who got big dreams. In the end, it's either you or me. Dengue sin, dengue man, call me dengue T. We the mob dance fam, call us D3. We are one stand together in unity.
I flatline a track like bomb from Iron Mike. This is real life, Mortal Kombat, go test your mic. Jackie Chan and Rocky movies taught me how to fight. Defend the incoming shot straight down that pipe. To all the young ones, put down a knife and train to fight. We the one to hear click, clack, boom, gunshots at night. Our skill sets matched and test. What levels next? Our meals prep, protein fed, no taking steads. Fight for the future, every day we keep on training hard. Lower your power level, show respect when you spar. Take the kids off the street and not behind the bars. Combat territory, it's not enemy's yard. Win or lose in the ring or a cage, it's achievement. When you wake up, you gotta keep on fighting. You can do anything if you put your mind to it, stay focused. Keep on surviving.
Purpose in life, finally coming in as a light. Music might take me out the streets at night. Yeah, yeah, I am who I'm meant to be. Hold it down for my teens who got big dreams. In the end, it's either you or me. Dengue sin, dengue man, call me dengue T. We the mob dance fam, call us D3. We are one stand together in unity.
Putting in the work every day, no pain, no gain, that equals progress. Step to the gym with a grin on our way to win, that equals no stress. In the king of the ring, only one champion will win, that gives them show press. Started the bot, but made it to the top of the spot and give them notice. Fight night, fight life, spotlights on me, real strikes in real life. And we train to bleed the night life, we sacrifice. Alcohol free, strategize, then maximize the price you pay for me.
My purpose in life, finally coming in as a light. Music might take me out the streets at night. I am who I'm meant to be. Hold it down for my teens who got big dreams. My purpose in life, finally coming in as a light. Music might take me out the streets at night. Yeah, yeah, I am who I'm meant to be. Hold it down for my teens who got big dreams. In the end, it's either you or me. Dengue sin, dengue man, call me dengue T. We the mob dance fam, call us D3. We are one stand together in unity.
Winners in the game, winners, winners in the game. Winners in the game, and we keep on improving. Winners in the game, winners, winners in the game. Winners in the game, and we're never gonna losing. Only the greatest will survive. Stay humble. Fight for the future. Youngers and olders, stay together. Fight for the future.